World trade suffering its biggest collapse since the financial crisis. They're saying that the trade volume is in its worst levels since that crisis, and that right now we're going into a territory that they're comparing to the dot-com bubble of the early 2000s. They're pulling this economic data from CPB Netherlands, and they're saying that trade volume had dropped 1.8% in the last 3 months compared to January. And you can see here by looking at this where we sit compared to 2012. And they're saying right now, everything is starting to go into a downturn. So if we're already in a dip and things look like they're going to fall out, that's not good. And this is basically what they're saying. They're saying that an industrial slump has been triggered by a perfect storm of factors. It's hard for me to believe, though, when I hear about these perfect storm of factors that they weren't engineered in some way. So in this, they have China's slowdown. They have the car industry downturn. They have Brexit paralysis. And Trump's attempt to upend international trade systems by using tariffs on different people, European allies, and Chinese goods. Others would argue that this is a move to be made on individuals that have been stifling us or have been robbing us. And we've talked about China. They have taken our intellectual property rights and they have made bukus of money over there. Even right now as I speak, they're still doing it. And in some instances, the people making knockoffs are making way more money than the people in the United States selling and making the originals. So things like that have been going on for a long time. It doesn't look like they're going to cease at all. They can try to hit them with tariffs here and tariffs there, but at the end of the day, the global economic system, all in all, seems to be in a downturn or in a rut. What happens after a downturn or a rut? We see a spike in a coming up out of that phase. Heading into this next election, we may see things kind of taper off in a sense of this, but as they go on to state here, if someone like Donald Trump, a businessman, was to win, they feel that it would bring things back up. It's just their statements, just what they're saying. Whether he wins or loses or even makes it to the presidency, all yet to be seen. What will happen if he does or whoever gets there from there, all yet to be seen as well. But this is much larger than just the United States. This has to do, obviously, with the whole globe and global trade here. And when that's talked about, when the curtain falls, we all know that they want one world system of operating this. So we have to pay attention to little things that can happen along the way that could help set that up. But with this talk here about this world trade suffering, big collapse and all this, I wanted to make mention of it because here in America, with the devastation that we just took on our farmland that people are not paying attention to, food prices are set to skyrocket toward the end of this year. We'll see how all these things play into the numbers and how they affect the economy as well toward the end of the year. It's something I hope some of you out there are preparing for. Nonetheless, I'm going to leave a link here. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for more. It's been Dabu7. Peace.